Welcome back to the 2014 R&D Invitational's European bracket, folks. Thank you for joining us so much. We're getting set up for match number 2 here on Fight Over Fernfeld. This is one of the new maps. We have not seen this in any major competitive tournaments beyond the SCS yet. I'm so excited. The choice was made just a few weeks ago to allow the use of these new maps. Well, they're not new. They're not new per se. We've seen them in 3v3s and 4v4s, but they were shrunk down and changed slightly to fit 2v2 situations. And Fight Over Fernfeld in the 2v2 arena, I think, has been the most exciting. Once again, casting with me today, folks, is Imagine42. Good afternoon / good morning, Imagine.
Hey. Hello, everyone.
So exciting to be here. So exciting. We have Rob on the camera and Lucas reffing everything and making sure things are moving smoothly through the game. Folks, right now, if you're interested in this title, if you've never seen us play this game before or cast any of the matches, it is on sale. I do believe it's still on sale. Imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's not on sale anymore. I believe it's still on sale, though, for less than $4 a copy.
Yep, definitely. I'm pretty sure that everybody's watching already has it, but grab one for a friend, grab one for somebody who you know, grab one and be like, hey, you should maybe check out this game. You know, it's the season of giving, so you know it's definitely something you should think about.
It is 75% off Steam. There we go. The 4-pack is ridiculously cheap right now.
Oh yeah, it's you get it for like $12-13 or something ridiculous.
Also, right now, 1,358 players in game.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on. Definitely got that little of an upswing. The charity YouTube tournament thing that they've got going on has been pushing a lot of attention, but also pushing a lot of very worthwhile donation money to a great cause for
every purchase right now of Guns of Icarus does go at least partially to charity.
Yep. So it's 4-pack is $7.50. There you go.
The timer has already begun for these teams to ready up and be good to go. Cake versus Glowwater Thralls. Glowwater Thralls has the red side of things. Should be getting started here very shortly.
I have not seen a 2v2 on this match. Now this map, I should say. So I'm really interested to see how that shakes out because there is a 3v3 version of it.
Yes.
And it's very large, so I don't know how they've sized it down. Did they give this the Parton treatment where they just like cut it down to tiny size?
Not only did they cut it down, they did make some changes.
Excellent. So I since I played and since the new patch, I've never had the opportunity to play in the 2v2 version of this map. So I am quite looking forward to how this looks, how this will play.
Thank you so much for being here, folks. I'm just watching the chat. Oh dear. Fight Over Fernfeld is the map. It is a condensed version of the 3v3 and 4v4 map, very large map that's been shrunk down and changed slightly to fit a 2v2 need. It has multiple, if distinct, avenues of engagement that you can take advantage of. Starting out here, thank you, Caroline. The first ship, Gat Mortar Metamidian, piloted by Fiasco Total with a flamer and a flare on the side. In addition, we also have the Crowned Tyrant, which is a Hades Artemis Pyramidian, Scrimscraw piloting that one, with Banshee and Flare for support. Go ahead, Imagine.
All right, on the Darwin's Eulogy, QFox P. He's got that Merc and Artemis front with a Banshee and a Carronade on the side. And on the VSS Dental Academy, that is Melon McCrabernathy's ship, we've got Artemis Carronade up front.
This is a carrot build. It's the carrot.
Okay. With the flare gun and flamethrower on the side. So we got some longer range stuff coming in from Cake here with a lot of Artemis and some Merc going on.
Ooh, good shots from the Darwin's Eulogy, taking out a component on the Crown Tyrant really early on there. Crown Tyrant being forced to burn some moonshine to try and get out of these arcs and distract the Cake team.
Yep, and so it looks like we've got 4 Pyros going on in this match, so Pyro OP once again, of course.
The Crown Tyrant definitely taking more firepower than they would be comfortable with, but they are going to be getting into brawl range here, something that seemed this Cake team not too eager to do so. They are backing up pretty quickly. The Thank You Caroline is going to be getting a little close for comfort here on the Dental Academy. Which ship, though, is the Glowwater Thralls targeting? It looks like Darwin's Eulogy is the target of the Crown Tyrant, and Thank You Caroline moving on after Dental Academy.
If they're splitting up their fire there, Caroline will get the better of this as they've got that Gap Mortar up front, but well, we'll see how
as you say that, they get disabled.
Yeah, and just at the right time.
Goodness gracious. Thank you, Caroline.
Darwin's Eulogy just getting smashed apart here by the Crown Tyrant, doing a lot of damage. Darwin's Eulogy looks like he's trying to, I don't know if he's trying to escape or he's trying to help the Dental Academy.
I'm not too entirely sure either. The Dental Academy doing its best to out-brawl Thank You, Caroline, but not able to dent against the fact they have to keep those guns disabled. Darwin's Eulogy not having a lot of options in this situation. They have their engine column facing towards the Crown Tyrant, not a situation they want to be in the least. Dental Academy has righted itself for the most part, starting to get an edge on the Thank You Caroline from the looks of things, though a couple guns do come back up. Darwin's Eulogy not in a good situation at all.
Darwin's Eulogy has just had his back to the Crown Tyrant for basically almost this entire fight, and they're just getting hammered repeatedly. The fact that they're not down still is just, it's basically just a matter of time. Dental Academy, in the meantime, is getting mortared here by Thank You Caroline. They just managed to escape, but this has just been a disastrous start here for Cake. They've gotten ripped apart literally there as both ships almost go down at the same time. A lot of fireworks going off on the screen there.
Double finish. They had a good open where they got some really good shots of the Crown Tyrant, but these ships were not built to brawl, it seems. Simply not built to brawl.
And I will say that Scrimscraw and the Glowwater Thralls almost make a living off of knowing how to get into close ranges against longer range ships with whatever type of setup they're using, whether they're using a Mobula, whether they're using a Spire. They know how to get in close and how to rip ships apart. Now, Crown Tyrant is in a very bad position here, but for some reason, the Darwin's Eulogy is actually going after the Thank You Caroline, not the Crown Tyrant, the ship that's right in front of them, which is a very odd choice here. And it's going to allow the Crown Tyrant to go right after the Darwin's Eulogy.
Not only are they elevating, but they're reversing as fast as possible, trying to target down the Thank You Caroline in this situation. Armor has started to take some shots there, but nothing that Thank You Caroline can't deal with. Dental Academy, it looks like they're going to try to do an alley-oop there on the Crown Tyrant.
Oh
my goodness! Thank You Caroline's armor is down.
They're going to get a Goomba Stomp there, and that was just like a perfect timing of Merc shots and some Caronade shots and a little bit of a ramp. So Thank You Caroline. Gotta be a little bit careful here, but Crown Tyrant is up in the face of Darwin's Eulogy, getting that armor ripped apart by the Gatling, but they're actually going to outrange that Gatling now, and the mortars are exploding way before. Darwin's Eulogy is still getting followed by the Crown Tyrant, however.
Look at this Dental Academy just beaming down on the Thank You Caroline. They know it's injured. They want to keep the pressure on it. Dental Academy forcing Thank You Caroline backwards, a little bit of a bump, throwing its arcs off, throwing its direction off. Thank You Caroline is completely unable to assist the Crown Tyrant at all. They could go down to this pressure.
Yep, and little bumps going after it. Oh, they finally get that Gatling back up, so Dental Academy is under a little bit of pressure here as well. They're trying to fly over them. They do manage to do so, so nice evasion there by the Dental Academy.
Great alley-oop there, coming in behind.
Is actually getting slammed around by the Darwin's Eulogy here. Cake actually getting the better of this engagement here, which is very surprising considering how well the Thralls were set up in this area right on top of their spawn.
This is much more traditional to what we've seen from Cake in the past. They get a terrible opening engagement, but the longer a fight goes, the better they can survive the attrition damage and just whittle an enemy down, either with fire or, in this situation, with carronades and Artemises.
Yep, and they've got the balloon of the Thank You Caroline down there. They're just stomping them further into the ground. Looks like Caroline might be able to scooch underneath, just barely so. But
there's the flamethrower.
And and it doesn't look like there was really any chem spray going on.
Nope. Which is odd. For a Glowwater Thrall ship, that's very odd. That could be the finishing blow on Thank You, Caroline. Armor is gone. Kill for Cake.
Yep, Cake taking one back for the team. Darwin's Eulogy and Crown Tyrant still hanging around here. It looks like Crown Tyrant might just try to get out of dodge at least, and see if he can meet up with his own teammate. Doesn't want to get caught in 2v1, but
he's getting caught.
Too late.
He's getting caught heading straight for the Dental Academy.
Well, Dental Academy will be able to... Oh, they missed a ram. They just barely get a glancing blow there, and that's actually probably going to allow the Crown Tyrant to get out of here. Now, maybe they can disable some engines if they can get turned around in time.
They do not. An engine not being hit, though. The Crown Tyrant is burning moonshine. Engines are buffed. They're really making headway here.
Yeah, they're getting out of here as quick as they possibly can. They had almost all their guns out. I think they had all but one gun disabled. Shots coming in. They finally hit an engine column, but not before he manages to meet back up with Thank You, Caroline. And great job here by Kate coming back and pulling out a kill. Giving themselves a little bit of boost of confidence. Yes, we can do this.
Thank You, Caroline, right now getting hammered. Crown Tyrant still spotted in the clouds. Flares lighting him up. I do believe the Dental Academy will continue to focus on the Crown Tyrant after the Crown Tyrant evaded the Dental Academy there just a moment ago. 2 minutes left in regular game time. We are probably going to tap a good chunk of the overtime here on this one before we see a conclusion. A very close match between these two teams.
Yep, Dental Academy getting back up in the Crown Tyrant's face, and it's actually does great against the Crown Tyrant, getting into the arming range of that Hades, and now just everything getting lit on fire. Well, I'd say everything, but there's actually a pretty good chem spray going on there. A couple of engines on fire, but those, you can definitely deal with if there's only one or two fires. You don't want like 20 stacks on your hull.
No, Crown Tyrant definitely getting those fires under control. Thank You, Caroline's armor going down, though. It looks like they're going to try to go in close despite their loss of armor. Glowwater Thralls pressuring the Dental Academy. That ship being obliterated with both fire and rockets.
The Thank You, Caroline lost his turning engine, so he can't actually keep up with this. And now Darwin's Eulogy comes in.
Oh, yes!
And they might actually get another ram following through if they really want on Crown Tyrant. Basically double ramming going on there, but just not quite. Huge play there by the Darwin's Eulogy, knocking out those engines, getting a nice ramming right as that armor goes down. And we are tied 2-2.
Absolutely gorgeous. Crown Tyrant, I do not believe, is getting out of this. They are going down very quickly. Darwin's Eulogy and Dental Academy both loading into it.
On him. Oh, doesn't quite get the sitting part, but it's just a matter of time. Crown Tyrant's just kind of circling the dead waters here. Poof, go the fireworks, and Cake has taken a 3-2 lead here. After that disastrous start,
again,
this is managed to pull out the lead.
This is how Cake tends to function. The opening is usually not very pretty for them. But the longer a fight goes, and for some reason this makes mathematical sense. It doesn't to me. The longer a fight goes, the more it's going to be in Cake's favor.
I don't know. Maybe they just need to do a better job of warming up or something. I would play like 3 or 4 games before you get started. I don't quite know. But hey, look, if it works for them, it works for them now.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to say that both Cake ships are fairly hurt. So it's not like the Thralls are really far behind. They're down by a kill, but they can turn this around and go up 4-3 really, really, really quickly.
Overtime has just started. This match has less than 10 minutes remaining in it. Thank you, Caroline and Crown Tyrant, both being incredibly aggressive. They know they have to get at least one kill to tie this one up, if not pull a win out of it. Thank you, Caroline, being incredibly aggressive on Dental Academy. Dental Academy getting a ram on the Crown Tyrant, but not exactly what they wanted. Thank you, Caroline, getting hammered by those mid-range guns.
Getting some uppercuts there on the Crown Tyrant, and looks like Thank You, Caroline might do the same thing to Dental Academy. Not quite. We got a little hodgepodge of pirates here. Everyone's shooting at everyone. Looks like Crown Tyrant and Thank You, Caroline going to now turn on the Darwin's Eulogy, maybe, or maybe keep on going after Dental Academy. There seems to be some indecision coming here from the Thralls, which that's not something you see very often from them.
It definitely seems a little odd. I feel like Glowwater Thralls are being extremely aggressive. They know they need to get a kill in this situation, and that's causing them to have a little bit of disconnection there between their two ships. Thank you, Caroline. Still hammering the Dental Academy. Definitely causing some issues for Cake in this situation. Those Gatling shots going straight into the armor. Dental Academy, though, rising up right next to the Crown Tyrant outside of the range of the Thank You, Caroline, for right now. But Crown Tyrant having a field day with those easy arcs. Thank You, Caroline, coming up right next to him.
Oh, Dental Academy
is getting hammered.
Huge beating here, and their hull is already on fire. Will the mortar shots come and connect? Oh, Darwin's Eulogy and Dental Academy actually collide here, and that's going to throw off the backwards momentum of Dental Academy. Oh, this is disastrous here for Cake. Dental Academy is going to go down. Darwin's Eulogy might not be far behind here as those two blue ships collide with each other, and the Crown Tyrant gets a ram off, knocking all those front arcs off. They actually get in the way of the Gatling there for a moment, but that is going to take him down with the mortars, and just like that, in the snap of a finger, the Thralls take both these ships out, recapture the lead, and we're going to have an exciting finish here.
4-3 in favor of the Glowwater Thralls right now. They were able to come back very strong, maintain their composure, get one kill right after the other, really using that Gatling and Artemis to its advantages. We have spawns back in for the Cakes right next to each other in the far bottom left-hand corner of the map. And Glowwater Thralls, all they're doing is retreating.
Yeah, definitely pull back to your side. You don't want to get spawned upon. Let them set up, find out where they are. They're going to be wide open here. It's really just a matter of what Cake wants to do at this point, and they will have to be the aggressor. And they're not quite set up to be the aggressor. They're set up to take the charge of the Thralls and kind of dish it back to them while they're getting charged. But now the Thralls are up and they're in overtime rules, and so Thralls don't have to be the one that pushes the envelope. Of course, that's not quite the Thrall style, though, to sit back, and they will actually come to meet Cake out here.
They are going to be aggressive in the situation, even though they don't have to. Choice is debatable, but they feel confident engaging Cake in this situation.
Oh, Dental Academy slams straight into the side of the mountain here. Oh, Crown Tyrant actually gives the favor back. Crown Tyrant armor already down. Dental Academy hydroing up to get out of that range of the Gatling there. Darwin's Eulogy slamming into Crown Tyrant.
Everyone's bouncing into each other here.
Oh, Crown Tyrant armor all the way down.
Oh my goodness, this is so close for the Crown Tyrant. Armor is down again. They're gone. It's 4-4.
Darwin's usually get it down, but Thank You, Caroline. It has a beat on Dental Academy. They get the bump on him. Armor is down. Mortars, where are you? They get the mortars in. Oh, what a finish here by the Thralls. Cake almost pulled that off, and the Crown Tyrant does not get it right there. Or Thank You, Caroline does not get it right there. They probably lose that. Oh my God, what just happened, Dan?
That was so incredibly close. If Thank You, Caroline had not gotten that kill on Dental Academy, the win would have gone in the opposite direction. I'd be talking about a 5-4 win for Cake. Yeah, absolutely ridiculously close. So well fought on both sides. So incredibly well fought.
Absolutely. You know, the Thralls did not have to have that final engagement. They could have just, you know, gone back to their side, ran around the mountain. You know, they had 2 minutes of overtime left at that point. They went for broke though. They wanted to get that kill, and they managed to pull it off. You know, there were definitely a lot of bouncing going around there though. A lot of unnecessary hull being lost.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. If you guys were hoping for an incredibly close, very high stress match, you just got your money's worth. That was, again, a few moments decided exactly who won that one. Just a few moments.
Yeah, I mean, and as this chat is pointing out, if Cake had gotten a single disable on the mortar, they'd probably win that.
Absolutely.
If the mortar is not down, that you get the Dental Academy is probably going to be able to go over that Pyra, and that pretty much would have been it. But instead, the dice in this case falls the Thralls' way. Still, that was an almost an amazing comeback there.
That was incredible. That was incredible. You know, people tend to discount Cake quite a bit. They changed that with the Hephaestus Challenge. They made it into the Gold League for it. They didn't get a win in any of those matchups, but they certainly made their presence known, and they're continuing to make their presence known. On the other side of things, this is Scrimscraw's last hurrah. He's not letting anyone, and I mean anyone, get the better of him unless they earn it.
Oh, absolutely. And
oh boy,
and Cake. I mean, Cake almost did. They almost
Cake
did.
almost.
But
did.
yeah, I mean, Thralls, you know, continuing their winning ways. And you know, we'll see how they do on Perrin here. Once again, a map that is vastly different than the one previous.
I've seen Peridot Rumble many times go in favor of the Glowwater Thralls. Both Riders and Thralls love Peridot Rumble. They really do. It's a classic map. They know it very well. This is going to be very dangerous for Cake going in.
Absolutely. This is Perrin is also, you know, you can call it Debris City. You know, terrain MVP, however you want to put it. That's usually what it boils down to here. You know, it's very rare that you see a matchup where there isn't at least a few kills decided by who bumps into a straight crane, who gets slammed into, you know, the side of a building by a ram. You know, you often see a lot of carronades here to pop balloons, but it looks like we're sticking with some double pyras.
Teams have just a few more moments to ready up. It looks like we see them doing so here. Everyone's still sticking with the Pyramidians, at least as far as we can tell.
Yep, Cake might still be deciding here. There, if nothing else, I will expect them to not take a bunch of Mercs and Artemises, but
I don't think Fox, who has Art Hades on the front of his Pyramidion so far, is going to stick with that. But it looks like he is, unless he's still trying to make a choice here as the timer counts down.
Yep, I mean, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, well, it looks like we're going. We'll see what the exact loadouts are in just a moment as we get loaded into Peridot.
Peridot Rumble, you have a lot of buildings, a lot of debris to work with. If you lose your balloon and get caught inside the buildings and the debris, good luck. You're probably not getting out of it.
Yeah, in days when Velcro was around, this was just a killer map. You would die so easily. You know, even the most veteran of pilots here would still bump into buildings all the time.
Probably the most well-known matchup of this, in recent history at least, was from the Hephaestus Challenge. Muse getting an upset over the Clamor.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute upset. Go ahead, Imagine, do the Glowwater Thralls. I'll do
All
Kate.
right. So on the red team, captained here by Fiasco Total, we got the Thank You Caroline. It's got a Gatling mortar up front with a flamethrower and a flare gun on the side, and on the Crown Tyrant, that is Crimstraw's final hurrah of a ship. We've got a Hades Artemis up front with a Banshee and a flare gun on the side.
For Cake, we have the Darwin's Eulogy, piloted by Fox, Q Fox P. Hades Artemis, odd choice here for Parrot and Rumble, but he must feel confident with it. Banshee and Flare on the side. And then we have the Dental Academy, piloted by Melon McCrabernathy. On the front, we have Gat Caro with Banshee and Flare for support. We have had a couple shots come out from the Darwin's Eulogy. It looks like, though, Glowwater Thrall is going to do a pinch maneuver on the Dental Academy. Crown Tyrant coming in from the side here, but he's taking his time.
Yep, and
not the best situation.
Gonna be moving on back here as he knows that the Darwin's Eulogy is around. Gonna try to get out of here. Crown Tyrant is taking an awfully long time to get back around the Dental Academy, and Thank You Caroline is down low. He has he's got to be really careful if he continues backing up here.
The Dental Academy is trying to hammer Thank You Caroline, but Crown Tyrant has come in on the Darwin's Eulogy. They are right up in their faces. Flares out. Darwin's Eulogy is starting to struggle here, but Thank You Caroline going down very, very quickly. Armor was exposed for a minute there, lost some hull. They're trying to burn Moonshine to get out of this situation.
Continuing to go on here onto Thank You Caroline, and Thank You Caroline just getting absolutely hammered here. Those little poke rams are what are deadly. Past that one big one. Oh, Crown Tyrant now armored down as well, and this might just be a 2-kill here for the Cake team. Now, Dental Academy is actually getting slammed against the side of this building, loses hull for a moment. Thank You Caroline has gone down. Crown Tyrant armored down once more. Dental Academy just bounces around a little bit more here.
This is insane. First 2 kills for Cake. Certainly not their best engagement. They got flanked in this situation, but they turned it around and out-brawled the Glowwater Thralls.
Yeah, and that was the perfect ram situation there by Dental Academy. It's when you get those consistent little pokes by the front nose of that pyro, is when it's so insanely effective. You might get that one big spectacular ram every now and then, but if you can get it to where you're just constantly going, that's going to whittle down armor so incredibly fast and getting to that permanent damage so incredibly fast, and especially if you got a Gatling turn on them at the same time.
Darwin's Eulogy and Dental Academy moving in. They've already got spots down on the Glowwater Thralls. Crown Tyrant going around this far building to try and get another flank, but I believe Cake already knows where they are in this situation. They had spots on him when he was going around, and they held them firm. Cake backing up, giving ground as the firepower coming out of these Thrall ships very, very strong.
Yep, they're not going to go out with a whimper. They're going to slam on the gas and get right into Darwin's Eulogy's face. Armor still holding up, though. Darwin's Eulogy doing a great job repairing. Armor finally going down, but Thank You Caroline's is off as well. Darwin's Eulogy does go down here. Is great dual fire going from the Thralls. Gets a kill back, and now Dental Academy is in huge trouble.
That's crazy. A very aggressive, strong arm push by the Glowwater Thralls. Take out a Cake ship very quickly. Thank You, Caroline, only sustaining moderate damage during it. Dental Academy has a chance here to even things up. If they can take out the Thank You, Caroline right now, the Crown Tyrant just not in range or arc at all to deal with this Pyramidion.
They do get the balloon down of the Thank You Caroline, so that's going to do well for them there. And that Crown Tyrant following up. But instead of continuing to back up, Dental Academy tries to go down.
Great Olay from the Dental Academy. They are stuck on the Crown Tyrant.
And Thank You Caroline is taking huge amounts of damage here once more. And how did Dental Academy actually pull this up? Thank You Caroline's going to get stuck right on the bridge. Yes, he is. Oh, Dental Academy is going too far, though. Oh, if he just held off a little bit, He may have been able to finish off. Thank you, Caroline, there, but just got a little bit too out of himself here. Thank you, Caroline, however, stuck in the bridge.
They're
see this happen on Perrin. There they go. And, but Darwin's Eulogy is just going to get murdered here.
They're dead as well. Banshee.
Oh, nope, not quite.
Through.
Not quite yet. Almost, but not quite. And the Crown Tyrant. Dental Academy coming in.
Crown Tyrant's in a lot of trouble here. That close range for the Hades, neutralizing its damage capabilities. Dental Academy losing a little bit of armor there. They're going to have to be careful. They've lost gun ports as well, trying to get them back up. Balloon is on fire, but Crown Tyrant is losing armor slowly but surely.
And thank you, Caroline has respawned right in that area as well, and I don't think they saw them until right about then, so Dental Academy is going to back on up here. And Cake has just been able to be in the right place at the right time every single engagement so far.
Dental Academy getting hammered right now. Balloon is on a shred of health. They have very few gun ports up. Darwin's Eulogy coming in. They have almost no permahull left available to them. But thank you, Caroline is starting to burn down. They looks like they're having trouble keeping their armor up. They could go down. Armor does go down.
Oh, Darwin's Eulogy hits against the building. But thank you, Caroline is getting hit from the side of Darwin's Eulogy.
What is going on?
Caroline loses Balloon. How is Darwin's Eulogy still? Sandwich him! Oh my god! Oh my god! Cake is actually doing this. They have just absolutely obliterated Thralls here.
Crown Tyrant has very few options beyond kill something right now. They're moonshining out of this as fast as possible, trying to draw out the Cake team and string them out for a possible kill. Crown Tyrant's armor goes down.
And Balloon is down as well. And I don't know how Cake has managed to stay alive through all this. They should have been dead time after time, and they've just been able to get right out of range or have their supporting ship come in right at the right time. Now, where does Thank you, Caroline? Thank you, Caroline spawns all the way across on the other side of the map. Crown Tyrant's got to be really careful here. It's got one death left before we go to game 3. It's just been a fantastically played game
Cake
here.
ships are lining up on the Crown Tyrant. Thank you, Caroline, coming in to try and kill before they lose their last ship. Crown Tyrant is losing armor slowly but surely. Gun
thank
ports.
You, Caroline. Gotta come in and get some flame on the Darwin's Eulogy.
I'm still out of breath from all of what just happened. Darwin's Eulogy getting ripped apart. Armor shredding quickly.
Their armor is still up, though. How have they been able to manage to keep their armor up so much? And finally, I think they might go down. So Cake's got to be really careful here because this game can turn around in a hurry. If they get Dental Academy right here, it's 4-3, and then it's anyone's game.
Oh man, Dental Academy not looking so hot. They do have to be careful. Crown Tyrant does have some permahull it's missing, but Dental Academy has a lot more it's missing. They're backing up possibly into some debris here. They need to be cautious, not to get stuck at all while they're waiting for their ally to respawn.
Yep, they lose spot here, so that's great for them. They managed to get it through some buildings, so they got some cover going on as well. And it looks like Darwin's Eulogy spawns on the opposite side, so they can maybe get a little bit of a flank going on here.
Thank you, Caroline. Is separated from the Crown Tyrant here. The Dental Academy going right in on it, not having any hesitation in this situation. Crown Tyrant coming in on its side. Dental Academy is going to reverse into the Crown Tyrant's arcs.
But thank you, Caroline. Armor is down and it's being hammered from the side here by Darwin's Eulogy, and they'll just managed to rebuild. That Balloon is still down, though, but Dental Academy is actually in the sights of Crown Tyrant. Armor down and little bumps here. Will the Dental Academy get taken out? Not quite yet. Crown Tyrant still following in front, but they're within that armoring range, and that Hades is doing not a whole lot, but that ram takes him out, and we got a 4-3 match, guys.
4-3. 1 minute until overtime starts getting tapped. Thank you, Caroline, sitting very low on permahull, but that GAT is going to do a lot of work here.
As Darwin's going to back into a building. He's going to back into a building, loses all momentum, and thank you, Caroline is right on his tail here.
This is not what the Darwin's Eulogy wanted. They're bouncing, and they're having to deal with that Gatling in close range. It's ripping that armor apart.
That armor is down. Do they have the mortar? What is on the Carolina front? Did they just not have arc on that mortar?
I don't know.
The Darwin's Eulogy gets taken out. Oh my god, and Thralls might come back. His Dental Academy is here by himself, and he's shooting at the ship with the higher health value.
They cannot see the bars, admittedly, so they may not be aware of how badly damaged the Thank You Caroline is. Dental Academy reversing as fast as it can, trying to get out of the situation. It does not want to be here.
Yep, Dental Academy backing up. Overtime is started. And this has been a great comeback here by the Thralls down. They were down 4-1. Dental Academy going to bounce into another building here.
No!
I mean, they don't take a whole lot of damage, but that's going to lose all sorts of, escape possibilities as they have nowhere to go. They have absolutely nowhere to go. They're going to go into another building. Their armor is down.
They're caught.
Their armor is down, and they're caught here. And unless, oh my God, Darwin's Eulogy may be able to take out Thank You, Caroline. Who's going to go down?
Thank You, Caroline. Armor just comes back up. A Crown Tyrant is not in arc. The Darwin's Eulogy has free reign.
It's gonna actually bounce, and
they go down.
Oh my God!
Cake wins.
Cake takes it out. Oh Jesus Christ! What in the world is going on in these matches?
Oh my God!
They barely managed to take that out. It's so low. Crown Tyrant actually lost balloon at the end there, so they couldn't continue their shots up onto the Cake ship, and that may just have won them the game there.
Oh, man. We're going to game 3, folks. Cake equally facing down the Glowwater Thralls in a matchup I did not expect to happen. The last map is going to be Duel at Dawn. We do need to remake the lobby. Lucas will remake that here in just a few moments, folks. Oh my God.
I'm gonna need I need a fan. You know, it's like, whew, that's hot.
Everyone watching has absolutely lost their minds in this situation. Some people's hearts did indeed stop.
Oh, man. Just an amazing set of games here by both teams. Cake coming back in first game, almost taken out. Thralls coming back second game, almost taking it out. And as I said, you got to be careful when you're up in these situations, but you still have a lot of hull health going on. And Cake almost lost that. And maybe if not for a hull destruction, or sorry, a balloon popping there, maybe that doesn't go their way. But my God.
Okay, we're all fine. We're all
taking a deep breath as we're gonna get into our last match.
That will be one for the ages, folks. One for the ages. Game number 3, Glowwater Thralls versus Cake. Lucas, if you could please let us know in chat how much overtime we have left to work with here. This one is going to be fast, dirty, and absolutely intense. Might even be more intense than the last one, which I don't think I'm going to be able to survive.
Yeah, but Duel at Dawn, as we mentioned before, incredibly close range. It doesn't seem to matter whether or not these teams have close range or long range weapons. They're gonna get in the faces of each other. So we'll see what happens.
I am so eager to see what ships these teams are going to take. We have 3 minutes of overtime left in this matchup. After this, the Riders will take on the winners of whoever comes out of this ridiculous brawl. Absolutely ridiculous brawl. Folks, these games will be up over at Twitch, youtube.com/The Rob and Dan Show later on this weekend. Do not miss it. Go back, watch these. You know we will.
I'm gonna have to see exactly what happened at the end there, because that was just I'm trying to look at like 4 different ships at the same time in 3 different areas. It's, oh my God, that was absolutely.
If I remember correctly, what's on Darwin's Eulogy, that was a side Banshee.
Yeah.
That loaded. Side Banshee that was loading into the Crown Tyrant. Now, Banshee's still somewhat effective against Hull. That Hull was exposed after bounces and the Darwin's Eulogy having a time with its Gatling.
I mean, and they were almost forced to use that side Banshee because they just went just a little. Crown Tyrant got stuck in that building area, and it looked like Darwin's Eulogy had just gone right past him, but that allowed that side gun to be utilized there. So that's amazing. Or I don't know if it's amazing. I don't know if it's lucky. I don't know if there's a difference anymore. But great job there by the downstairs engineer to be on the ball on that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
We're all okay. Of course, hey, we just finished one of the most crazy matches. Let's have another
of 2014.
Man. And we've had some great moments. We've had some great mind moments. We had an amazing Goomba stomp moment in Hephaestus.
We not only had a photo finish there on that last game, folks. We had probably one of the greatest sandwich moves you will ever see in competitive play.
Yeah, sandwich by 2 ships that were like no hull health. It's crazy.
That was gorgeous. All right, starting out here, go ahead with the Glowwater Thralls, imagine.
All right, once again on the Thrall side, we got Scrimscraw with the Crown Tyrant, that Gatling mortar up front with the flamethrower and a flare gun on the side, and a pretty butterfly has emerged from its cocoon. Fiasco totals Blenderfish with that carrying up front with the flamethrower sides, both side flamethrowers.
Alrighty, Darwin's Eulogy here. Pyramidion piloted by Fox. We have an Art Hades on the front of it with Banshee and Carronade for support. And we have the Dental Academy piloted by Melon McCrabernathy. Gat Caro on the front with Banshee and Flare on the sides once again.
Yep, so no change here from Cake Team, it looks like, while Pretty Butterfly has been pulled out by Fiasco Total. So we'll see how he manages to utilize that heavy carronade. As we've mentioned before, carronade's probably the least effective versus the balloons of the, or at least the structure of the Pyra, just because it's got so much hull up there to hit instead of
Darwin's
the
Eulogy already getting shots on the Pretty Butterfly. Carronade shots going into the armor there for the most part. One shot did hit the balloon. Pretty Butterfly ducking out of arc, or trying to duck out of arc, of the Darwin's Eulogy in this situation. Most of those shots going into the balloon, some of them going into the armor. None of them doing enough to startle the Pretty Butterfly. They're simply backing up and waiting for a good time to engage. Meanwhile, the Crown Tyrant is trying to position itself to get a good open on either the Dental Academy or the Darwin's Eulogy. All ships spotted now.
Yep, and so far, Darwin's Eulogy has actually done a wonderful job of knocking out the front carronade multiple times. So Pretty Butterfly definitely have to back up there, because without that front gun, the Goldfish is not
pretty much useless. Yep. It can be used as a bludgeoning device, and that's about it.
And not even very well, especially when you're going against Pyras. And Pretty Butterfly is actually just charging.
They're going right in. They're going right in on the Darwin's Eulogy. They want to get in and brawl with that Pyramidion. I think it's the best choice they can make in this situation.
And at the same time, Crown Tyrant has come forward on the Dental Academy, and those two are going to collide right there. Crown Tyrant gets the better shot there, and they're continuing with those little bumps. And the Dental Academy armor is already down, and there they go. That is the Rams that I was talking about.
Darwin's Eulogy losing its balloon. Pretty Butterfly does have a few guns out. That matchup was mostly going to turn out a stalemate, except for the Crown Tyrant getting the better of the Dental Academy in this situation. Darwin's Eulogy getting ripped to shreds, giving them a side view of their floating vessel.
Yep, and that balloon is down. It's going to continue going down, and now they're going to hit against this debris here. Yep, they are, and that should take them down. If they managed to clear that, maybe they would have been able to stay alive just a little bit, but that was just brutalization there from the red team. A
very awkward engagement for Cake to deal with. Glowwater Thralls did a great job of setting that up. Crown Tyrant was just waiting for the perfect time to engage the Dental Academy where it wasn't going to be any kind of threat. Pretty Butterfly was mostly a distraction in that situation. They did a great job of controlling the engagement while Crown Tyrant came in and did a lot of the damage.
These two ships just spawned on each other. The two blue ships spawned literally on top of each other.
That's not normal. That's not good.
They chose the same spawn spot.
The question is, can they separate? Go ahead and stop the timer, please, Lucas. Stop the timer.
Well, that's a thing that's happening.
Yeah, this is an official's pause.
We've got the official Pyra mating dance going on here,
and this is how baby Pyras are born.
I do believe they have separated. So we're okay.
That is the first time I've seen that one.
Lucas, give them a moment, and then start time back up, please. Thank you. Timer has started. They have separated, and we are continuing. No hull damage was received on either of the Pyramidians. That happens on the rare occasion. That was actually the first time I've seen that happen.
Yep, that was crazy. I mean, thankfully they didn't blow up both there. Looks like, all right, looks like we are good to go.
Yep.
Butterfly has been spotted. Shots are going to start happening, so... Yep, here we go. All right, so okay.
The Glowwater Thralls, by the way, being very good sports about that, making sure Cake got the time to sort out the technical issue in game before any re-engage. Yes, Lucas, make sure everyone understands the pause. The official pause was over. It is the only kind of pause we allow, by the way, in the R&D Invitational. There are no player-requested pauses.
Yep, definitely a smart thing there. All right, so we're going to get a reset here. Both teams full health. Thankfully, it wasn't like the two ships just went into like warp speed and blew up each other or something like that. Mm-hmm. So good. We're good. Everything is okay. Nothing's broken. We're good. All right, let's do this.
Darwin's Eulogy and Dental Academy holding very close to each other. Pretty Butterfly staying very low. Very low. They could get a surprise engage on the Dental Academy if they're not spotted so far. Oh, a Lucky Cloud comes in. Pretty Butterfly going to have a great flank.
Yep, there spots going down. Crown Tyrant coming in on Dental Academy. Darwin's Eulogy getting hit by a Pretty Butterfly. And, looks like Dental Academy is going to get rammed again, but there's no debris to be rammed into this time around, so Crown Tyrant is also taking that damage. Pretty Butterfly has knocked out some balloons.
Darwin's Eulogy is in an emergency situation here. As their balloon goes down, they are heading towards both the ground and some junk that's sitting on the ground. Could spell trouble, but in the meantime, Crown Tyrant struggling against the Dental Academy, getting pushed back in the situation.
Takes a huge amount of damage as well as they themselves ram into some debris while trying to follow down the Darwin's Eulogy. That's going to give the Darwin's Eulogy enough time to get both their armor and hull back up, and looks like Pretty Butterfly is actually going to try to assist his teammate instead now.
Dental Academy, have they No, they have not broken off from the Crown Tyrant. Crown Tyrant is dipping low, trying to go under those Gatling arcs, but that doesn't always work too well. It's easy to hit. Crown Tyrant losing hull very quickly. Armor goes down again. Hull getting ripped apart. Armor does come back up, though, but balloon is still down. Pretty Butterfly is doing whatever they can to try and assist their ally, but it seems as if it may not be enough. Crown Tyrant's armor is definitely hurting.
Yep, Crown Tyrant continuing to be pushed around here. And
boom!
Get a kill for the Cake team. And that was all made possible by the fact that a Pretty Butterfly trying to follow Darwin's Eulogy down there, slammed against that one metal rod, took a lot of damage, bumped way back up in the air, and decided to assist his teammate instead. That allowed Darwin's Eulogy to repair on back up. And basically, as soon as the other red ship got in his face, Darwin's Eulogy was right there.
Pretty Butterfly getting hammered now by Darwin's Eulogy and Dental Academy. They are in some very serious trouble. They're trying to draw the Cake team out around the wreck here, but it may not do any good. Pretty Butterfly armor down. Balloon is hurting quite badly.
Yep, and now they're going to get a ram on them. Huge ram there Balloon gets taken out by that ram, and that's going to get him down into some...
Boom!
There goes the goldfish.
2-2, all tied up. Crown Tyrant has engaged, and it looks like they're actually stuck. Crown Tyrant getting stuck on the wreck. Right there. They just barely pull forward out of that. They're in a lot of trouble, though, in this situation. 2v1 is not something you want to be in when it's this close.
Yeah, he was trying to come around, maybe rescue his teammate, but got stuck, and now is going to get hammered.
Cake is not going to give them an inch of mercy as Dental Academy rips that Pyramidion apart. They just slink by the side of it. Crown Tyrant is in full repair mode from the looks of things. Fires are spread everywhere. Pretty Butterfly spawns back in, but not close enough.
Don't come in. Don't come in. No, Pretty Butterfly. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They can't do it.
Oh God, go away. You know what? You don't want any part of this. Get out of here. Just circle around, get into blue spawn or something. I don't know. Oh, no, this is tragic.
This is very unfortunate for the Glowwater Thralls. They kept the aggression on, but unfortunately, the rate at which Cake is killing them off repeatedly in this situation is meat grinding. You don't normally see that from the Glowwater Thralls, but I think their aggression is getting the better of them. Pretty Butterfly trying to evade as best they can.
And they're doing a fairly good job of it here. They're using this rib to great effect. The Pirates, have to take a long time to circle around, and Crown Tyrant has respawned right behind Dental Academy.
Positioning.
Oh my God, Pretty Butterfly doing a fantastic job. They're staying out of arc fire, and Dental Academy is getting slammed here by the Crown Tyrant, getting taken down. And what a turnaround here by the Thralls. We thought for sure he was going to be doing a bad meat grinding there. Oh my God. And Crown Tyrant is, he's not actually facing the right way anymore. So Darwin's Eulogy might just be able to get out of here. But that heavy carronade going into the engine column, and a Pirate with dead engines is not going to do very well.
They're all right so far. Most of those carronade shots actually going into the armor. It looks like Pretty Butterfly has decided to chase, which is not a good idea in this situation.
It's chasing right into the Dental Academy.
Dental Academy spawns back in.
All right, we get the advantage. Here you go. Have it right back.
On a silver platter, in fact. Darwin's Eulogy bouncing around a lot more than they wanted to. Pretty Butterfly balloon is down. Armor is down. They're starting to rip apart.
Yep, he's getting absolutely slammed here. That balloon is still down, bouncing around in this little bit of terrain. Balloon still down. That carronade still doing
Dental
work.
Academy going in, gets the kill.
Yep, gets taken down. It's 4-3 Crown Tyrant. You've got to be extremely careful here.
Crown Tyrant either needs a really friendly spawn or they need to leave right now.
They're not doing it, though. But now, to be fair, they do have Gatling mortars, so Dental Academy does have to be careful. Darwin's really just getting around the side. They are backing up now. Looks like they are going to take Dental Academy out here, maybe. Oh, not quite. They get their armor back up. They get their armor back up. Crown Tyrant still sitting at low armor, however.
Dental Academy has to be really careful.
Crown Tyrant armor is all the way down. Pecking away little shots here and there. Pretty Butterfly has to get in here as quick as he can because Crown Tyrant is getting slammed right now. Armor down.
I am so impressed by what Crown Tyrant has been able to do. They're holding up so well against this firepower.
They're gonna hit the ribs. They're gonna hit the ribs. They're gonna hit the ribs.
Oh no! They hit the ribs. The Pretty Butterfly coming in right behind the Darwin's Eulogy, but is it going to be enough to save the Crown Tyrant in this situation? Balloon is down. Armor is getting shredded. Armor could go down.
Trying to go for the ram, but that's not going to happen. Crown Tyrant just gets right past it, but he goes down.
Wins.
Cake pulls it out. Oh my God, I'm done. That's it. I cannot cast a better set of matches than this.
That was incredible. 2-1. Cake barely wins out over Glowwater Thralls. That's ridiculous.
Pretty Butterfly just made the mistake of running way too far ahead of his teammate, got slammed into the ground on blue side. Cake took that advantage. Followed Crown Tyrant. Crown Tyrant did an amazing job, almost killing Dental Academy. But Pretty Butterfly just got back into the fight just a little bit too late.
Oh. Kirk, the leader of Cake in chat, is right. Each match each game in this matchup was 5-4.
No, the final one was 5-3, I think. But
the last one was 5-3.
Yeah, it could have easily been.
Oh. Point being, this matchup could have gone any way. Absolutely any way, if just a few minor things had changed. If a building hadn't been bumped into, or for example, at the end there a rib.
I mean, in the first one, you had a maybe if the Cake team manages to take out the mortar, they don't lose that. In the second game, maybe if the Thralls don't bump into a building, if they don't get stuck on the bridge, it's just tiny little things. Amazing set of matches by both teams. If that's the way Thralls are going out, look,
salutes to you, sir.
Even if they lose, that was just fantastic set of games.
This is what I absolutely hoped for when we were putting the Invitational together, where we were just going to have these ridiculously heart-stopping, close matches. We need to compose ourselves for Riders versus Cake. Oh.
Yep, that should be quite a fun one.
I don't know if I can do this.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Oh.
But my God, that was definitely that was a monumental set of matches there.
We're gonna go to a quick timeout. We're going to compose ourselves. We're gonna come back. And we're going to have Riders versus Cake. We'll take time after things are done for the day, before Aerodrome starts, to break what we saw down. And absolutely, folks, we're so glad you're joining us here today to see this with us. Because, in all honesty, if people weren't watching this and, I started talking about how, closest match ever, this, and this happened, no one would believe us.
Yeah, no, it's absolute amazing stuff going on here, guys. Thank you very much for being around here, and I guess we'll be back after.
We're going to be right back. Before we do so, though, Scrim, so glad having you in the competitive community. You went out with a bang. You fought incredibly well. Both teams fought incredibly well. We're going to miss you here. Good luck helping organize the Sunday community skirmish. It happens tomorrow, by the way, folks. Don't miss that either. We'll be right back here with the final matchup of the European bracket of the Robin Dan Invitational 2014, right here on twitch.tv/The Robin Dan Show.